Hello everybody, welcome back to LSU Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. We are getting ready to take on the Auburn Tigers in the Tiger Bowl. We are LSU, we are ranked number 8, and we are 4th in passing with 351 yards and 12th in rushing, 219 yards. And we have the number 1 rush defense, only giving up 69 yards on the ground, but that passing defense is struggling out there, giving up 304 yards. Ranked 125th, and we're up against Auburn, and they have a good defense, and their offense could be a little better. They do have a good running game with Trey Mason, and we're going to look at our star players and look at that. 29 pancakes for Leo Collins, 1 sack allowed. Layman Barrow, 26 tackles, 4 tackles for a loss, a sack, a forced fumble, and an interception. And Craig Lawson, 16 tackles, a tackle for a loss, and an interception. And all these guys are on a hot streak. And we're going to look at their players. And you have Corey Davis at cornerback, 4 tackles for a loss, 14 assisted tackles, a sack, and a touchdown, a pick 6 or a fumble return. I'm not sure which one it is. And then you got Trey Mason, 281 yards on 57 carries, 1 touchdown, 8 receptions for 102 yards, 3 total TDs. So let's see if they have any injuries. Yeah, they got a couple injuries, and Jeremy Hill is going to be out for 5 weeks, guys. And that hurts because we're running with Alfred Blue. He did good against Kent State, but now he's up against a good defense. We're going to see how this all pans out. I see you guys down on the field. Hello, guys. Welcome to the field. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on, and bring you NCAA Football 14 Dynasty with the LSU Tigers and the CPU versus CPU gameplay. And Alfred Blue with a nice little run for 4 yards. And it's 17-14 in the 4th quarter. Just started the 4th quarter, guys. Just started it. And here's Zach Menberger back to pass, going over the middle. Here's Deshaun Smith. I think that's Deshaun Smith. Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry with reception. He has 5 catches for 46 yards. And Zach Menberger has 2 touchdowns on the day, 260 yards, 17 of 38. And 16 first downs to 14 first downs. LSU leads. Coming out in the I formation, they're going to hand it off, and he's going to get brought down in the backfield. Alfred Blue, minus 2 yards. And Demetrius McNeil with the tackle. And look at Alfred Blue, only 76 yards rushing. And Alfred Blue struggling against this defense. I told you Auburn had a good defense. And here's a delayed handoff. Alfred Blue going up the middle, breaking the tackle, gets 10 yards on the carry. 20 carries for 86 yards, averaging 4.3 yards a carry now. Jake Holland with the tackle is 7th of the day. And now LSU coming out in the I formation, twin wide receivers at the top of the screen. And they're going to hand off here to Alfred Blue. Breaks the tackle, gets the first down. They're struggling for bouncing for more. 10-yard carry again. And now LSU is finding out the holes on this Auburn defense. If they get a touchdown, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense and the offense of Auburn. Here's the handoff. Alfred Blue cutting it to the outside, trying to get the edge. Stiff arms, gets 4 yards on the carry. And he has 22 carries for 100 yards. Hits the century mark, averaging 4.5 yards a carry now. Jonathan Mincy with the tackle for Auburn. And now 2nd and 6 on the 26-yard line. Mettenberger back to pass. Here comes pressure straight up the middle. And Zach Menberger goes down with a sack. Lost 8 yards. Justin Garrett with the sack. Coming in untouched. Just came up the middle and bust that play up. And Zach Menberger didn't have no chance. 3rd and 14. LSU needs to get in field goal range. They're probably out of field goal range right now. Menberger going deep for the juggler and trying to get the end zone, but Ryan Smith breaks it up. His 3rd pass deflection of the game. And they're going to kick a field goal here. It's going to be a 52-yarder. It looks like it's on the 35 or 34, 51-yarder. And the kick is through the uprights. I was shocked. I didn't know he had that foot. And Florida beats Tennessee 38-14. Tennessee was ranked number 15. And Jeff Driscoll, 3 touchdown passes. Michigan State 34-9 beat Notre Dame. Notre Dame was ranked number 4. And Notre Dame, Lewis Nix the third, had 5 tackles for a loss, but it lost. And Shimbo had a pretty good game too for Notre Dame, but it wasn't enough to stop that Michigan State. And here's the kickoff. And Auburn's going to get this down. Oh, there's a penalty on the flat. There's a penalty on the field. Clipping on the receiving team. Robinson Therizi.
Still first down.
And so that's going to back them up. And coach of Auburn is not liking it. This is a Tiger Bowl, guys. Oh, man. Can LSU get off the field here, get a stop? Here's the handoff. Trey Mason. He has 130 yards rushing and 2 TDs this game. Anthony Johnson with the tackle. And they're going to go back to Trey Mason. And he gets another 2 yards, 35. Trey Mason averaging 5.2 yards a carry. Taj Jones with the tackle on the last play. And here's the pass, and that just sails out of bounds. Nick Marshall just got rid of it. He's 6 of 21. That's not a good average. So they've been relying on Trey Mason to keep them in the game in the defense of Auburn. But now they're going to have to punt, and LSU's going to have a chance to extend the lead. Can they do so, though? Against this Auburn defense, Kadron Boone with the return. LSU on the 46-yard line. Their own 46. They're in the gun, and they're going to hand out the out. No, Benberger keeps it. He's brought down immediately in the backfield. Chris Frost with the tackle for loss. That rhyme. Benberger 21 yards on 12 carries for Zach Menberger, and we have an injury update down at the bottom of the screen. Looks like somebody's out for the rest of the game. A wide receiver, number 11 or 18. I forgot what it said. Number 19. Forgot who it was. But you guys have to tell me in the comment section who that was. Rewind it on the replay. And now it's 4th and 8, and LSU's going to have to punt. LSU receives a snap, and the punt is up. And it's going to bounce in the back of the end zone. So Auburn's going to get this ball at the 20. That's plenty of breathing space to operate in. Nick Marshall going to hand off to Trey Mason. Mason going up the middle, gets 10 yards and more. Got 14 on the carry. Trey Mason. 5.4 yards a carry. Daniil Hunter on the tackle. And here's the handoff. No, Nick Marshall's going to keep it. He's going to run it, get the first down and more. 14 yards for him on the ground. And LSU doesn't give up that much rushing yards per game, but they're giving up a lot this game between the halfback and the quarterback. And here's the delay handoff, and Marshall takes a shot. Mason takes a shot. He got 3 yards on the carry though. Taj Jones making the tackle, making his impression felt, making his presence felt. And here's the handoff to Trey Mason, trying to cut it to the outside. Stiff arm, going to get brought down after a 1-yard carry. And looks like 3rd and 6. They're coming out in the gun. And they're setting up the screen. Trey Mason going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage. Trey Mason going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage. My bad. He has 4 receptions for 26 yards. And Auburn going to keep their offense on the field. Ooh. Here comes the pressure pass, and it's complete for a first down. Guys, Cameron Artis Payne, 12-yard reception. Spelling Trey Mason. Nick Marshall at 8 of 23, only 85 yards passing. Jalen Mills on the tackle for LSU, the cornerback. But the drive will continue, and they're going to fake the handoff, and Nick Marshall hits number 8, breaking a couple tackles, gets forced out of bounds. That's Tony Stevens, 6-yard reception. Nick Marshall now getting together on this passing. 2nd and 4. LSU trying to keep Auburn out of the end zone. 2nd and 4 on the 30. Hand off to Cameron Artis-Payne. He gets enough for the first down. 11-yard carry. Only needs 6. Only needed 4 and got 11. Taj Jones on the tackle. His 9th of the day. And LSU's going to have to put a drive together if they give up the touchdown to get in field goal range. Here's the option, and dumping it to Tony Stevens, who gets nowhere. He gets minus a yard. Jadavius White on the tackle, his 6th of the day. His first tackle for a loss. Nick Marshall's changing it up. Man in motion. And here's the handoff. No, he keeps it. And Nick Marshall's going to hold on to it. And he gets 9 yards on the carry. He's going to be 3rd and 2. Now LSU needs to get a stop here. Nick Marshall going to drop back to pass. Going to the right side. Broken up by Jalen Mills. Nick Marshall, 91 yards passing. And Auburn is going to keep their offense on the field again, not kicking a field goal. Man in motion. Handoff. Gets the first down. Falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Trey Mason, 10-yard carry. And with the extra point, Auburn can take the lead. And here's the kick. But they left plenty of time for LSU to drive back down if they can. Louisville 17-9 over FIU. And I don't see Teddy Bridgewater on the stat sheet. Maybe he got injured. Copeland had a good game at wide receiver for Louisville. And LSU's going to return this kick. And Kadron Boone. Oh my goodness. LSU ranked number 8. Trying not to lose this game. Only down by 1. Got to put together a drive though. They don't want to give Auburn the ball back. Here's Mettenberger setting up the screen. Gives it to Alfred Blue. And Alfred Blue's bottled up in the backfield. He has 8 receptions for 94 yards and a touchdown, but didn't go nowhere that time. Justin Garrett on the tackle for loss. Mettenberger back to pass. Dumps it over to Jarvis Landry on the slant pattern. 12-yard reception. It's going to be 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches, I mean. Jarvis Landry has 6 receptions for 58 yards. Mettenberger, 2 touchdowns on the day. Mettenberger changing it up. Going to hand off. And going straight at the middle is Alfred Blue, enough for the first down, 11-yard run. And he has 111 yards rushing on 23 attempts. And now LSU, man in motion. And then Mettenberger throws off his back foot, going to hit the ground. Ryan White on the coverage. Mettenberger feeling the pressure of this Auburn defense. Man in motion, Kadron Boone. Motion to the left side. Delayed handoff. Alfred Blue's going to get bottled up for 2-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 12. So LSU, I wonder if they're going to go for it on 4th. Mettenberger dumps it over. Enough for the first. No, they're going to mark him shy. James White, 4th and inches. And LSU gonna stay on the field with the offense. Coming out in the single back. Passing. Here's Jarvis Landry on the slap pattern. And he catches it and holds on to it. A 7-yard reception for enough for a first down. 1 minute and 30 seconds coming up in this regulation. Mettenberger going to the right side. His number 15 breaks the tackle down at the 25 or 24-yard line. And that's Quintavious Leslie coming up big. And LSU's in field goal range. I don't know why they're not running the football. Mettenberger scrambling out. Hits his man. Brought down awkwardly.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask on the defense. And that's on Ryan White, the cornerback, number 19. So it had to be number 11 that went out, the wide receiver for Auburn. 21-20 with 1:18 left. LSU has the ball on the 8-yard line. First and goal. Mettenberger back to pass, going to the end zone. Diving catches James White. James Wright, number 82. And that's a touchdown, and I think LSU should go for 2. James Wright laid out for a nice diving catch. And LSU is going for 2. They left 1 minute and 15 seconds left for Auburn to operate with. But it's a good thing they got the touchdown, going for 2. Mettenberger going to get brought down from behind, and that's a sack by number 55. And LSU's going to go ahead and punt, kick off. And they have 1 minute and 15 seconds to get a touchdown. A touchdown wins the game. Trey Mason has 3 rushing touchdowns, no fumbles, 161 yards on 30 carries. I knew this was going to be a hard game, but LSU's leading. And Nick Marshall going to take off running. Going to get brought down at the 30-yard line, pickup of 6. They mark him at the 31. But the clock is going to keep on ticking. Nick Marshall going to the sideline, hits his man. A 7-yard reception to Jalen Denson. And he gets out of bounds and stops the clock. On the 38-yard line, Nick Marshall dropping back the pass, going over to the right side. He's picked off. And that's Jalen Mills with the reception and interception. Jalen Mills went up for it. Let's see this again. He just went up to the highest point, got the interception, and that's going to be your ball game. Well, we'll see what happens here. Hopefully there are no turnovers. Here's the handoff to Alfred Blue. He gets brought down in the backfield, and Auburn's going to call timeout. And everybody's dirty in this rain. They're going to hand off again. Alfred Blue gets the first down, going down the sideline to the 20, to 15, to 10, to 5. Into the end zone is Alfred Blue, a 50-yard TD run. And that just broke the camel's back, guys. Alfred Blue went straight up the middle, saw a seam, and was gone. Off to the races. And there's your ball game, guys. LSU victorious. Look at this run. Alfred Blue finding the seam. Just break this game wide open. James Wright laid out for it. Nice run by Alfred Blue. Zach Mettenberger went 25 of 49, 3 touchdowns, 51 completion percentage, sacked twice. Alfred Blue, 157 yards on 26 carries, averaging 6 yards a carry, a touchdown. Got it in the late game. And then Alfred Blue, 8 receptions for 94 yards and a touchdown. He could very well be in the Heisman lookout after that game. Kadron Boone, 3 catches for 79 yards and a touchdown. Jarvis Landry only 65 yards on 7 catches. James Wright, 4 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. Odell Beckham did not catch not one pass. And Pancake 7-6-4-3-3. Defense. 1 sack by Anthony Johnson, 1 sack by Ego Ferguson, 1 interception by Jalen Mills. Pass deflection, Jalen Collins, Demario Roscoe, Danielle Hunter, Ego Ferguson. No forced fumbles. No defensive touchdowns. Baylor loses to University of Louisiana Monroe 48-38 in overtime. Wow. Missouri beat Indiana 26-17. Washington State whooped on Idaho 39-6, and Utah beat BYU 31-24, and the Terps beat West Virginia 31-13, and UNLV beat FCS Northwest 28-19. And there's Auburn only getting 105 passing yards with 246 rushing yards. You don't see that happen too often against this LSU defense. And LSU gave up 174 yards rushing, 324 yards passing. I mean, they got 174 yards rushing. Player of the game, Alfred Blue, no doubt about it. Jalen Mills went ahead and got the interception that sealed the game, and Alfred Blue got the touchdown that really sealed the game. Trey Mason, 161 yards, 3 touchdowns, 5 receptions for 33 yards. Justin Garrett, 9 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss and a sack. And Jeremy Hill may be missed, but not missed too much. Still got the running game going for LSU, but looks like their left tackle could have been their problem missing this game. Alright guys, our next game is against Georgia, and they are a good team. They have an A offense, B+ overall, B defense, but we got A- on offense and defense, and they weaknesses, total defense. No, the offense is not. Well, actually, the offense is pretty good. 38th in rushing and 38th in passing. So they're in a good spot, and they are 2-1 on the season. They went ahead and lost to South Carolina, but they beat Clemson, who was ranked number 11 right now. And they beat NT. What's NT? North Texas. Alright, they beat North Texas. That's no competition. 35-6. And we're still undefeated, guys. So this is gonna do it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss anything in this NCAA Football 14 LSU Dynasty. Until next time, guys, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace.